Hello, I'm Brant Cummings, and welcome to Baseball Rocks. We're going to be talking about base running today. We're going to be talking about going from home plate to first base on ground balls in the infield. The first thing we're going to want to do is, once the ball is put in play, we're going to want to accelerate to our top speed inside of 4 to 5 steps. As your players begin to advance in skill level, we'd like to add one item. We call this looking inside. While accelerating to our top speed, we're going to turn our head to look inside and to see if the fielder has fielded the baseball. Once we recognize the ball has been fielded, we will put our head down and run as fast as we can through first base. Look inside. Now your player has reached their top speed. The next thing we're going to touch on is how they approach first base. Okay? The first thing we're going to want to do is, as I mentioned, we're at top speed. When we approach the base, we're going to want to step in the middle of the base on the front edge. The reason being, we're trying to avoid stepping to the outside or the inside. We want to avoid the fielder. Also, we want to avoid injuries. Real important. Front edge of the base, in the center of the base. And then the next thing is we want to continue through the base. It's very important to have your players make sure once they've touched the base, they run through it, all the way through the base. And then they break down once they've passed the base. What we call this at the big league level or at the high school or the collegiate level is a hard 90. At the lower levels, it can be called a hard 60, 70, or 80. We call it a hard 90. Once the player understands they can run through the base, we need them to stop as quickly as possible. Now, the way we do this is we approach the base, front middle, step on the base, and then we run through the base and then stop as quickly as possible. That's called a breakdown. Once we break down, then we turn our head to the right to make sure the ball has gotten away from the fielder. If the ball has gotten away from the fielder, we can advance to the next base as quickly as possible. That's what we call a breakdown.